Bitcoin is rapidly ascending back to $100,000 per coin. This is a very exciting moment in the markets. Everyone's portfolio should be sitting up pretty nicely today, especially because the CPI reading just came in and it was exactly in line with expectations and exactly in line with our expectations. A little sneak peek before we get into everything. Core CPI was actually less than expected, which is a big reason for why we are skyrocketing here today. As you guys know, core CPI is a little more important to the actual Fed. Now, according to Decentralized Science, we are up 14.4% back, reclaiming that $2 billion total market cap threshold that we have been just teasing with for the last couple weeks here. The last couple weeks, we've just been teasing with $2 billion. The top gainer on the day is Senku, the DeSci AI agent on virtuals, up 127% today. Now, this agent is very, very small, so it makes sense that they are going to be very volatile like this, up to an $871,000 market cap. Now, if you guys are following me over on X, you will notice that today at 2 p.m., aka in 2 hours, we will be hosting the first of a weekly series in which we will be going through the development and advancements of Agent Bill, the DeSci guy. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to go through some of the events that have been happening in the crypto markets, and of course, smash that like button. As you guys come into the live stream, it helps out a ton. It also gives me that confidence to continue to stream. If I see the like ratio above 50%, that's how I know that you guys are enjoying what it is that we do here on a daily cadence. Now, good morning, Zach. Good morning, Beagle. Good morning, Martijan. Good morning, Zaj. Good morning, Spec Truth. What's going on, Stare? What's going on, Truth? Rushka's in here. He's late, but I was even later. What's good, C90? Martin's in the chat. Takrid, I saw you go ahead and repost the announcement that I made with the Bill space, so thank you for that. Camille, what's going on? Dawn. I think I already said MK and Beagle. Haver, welcome, welcome. Steven, Wild Africa, GE. What's good, Carlos? All right, now that we went through and said hello and good morning to everyone who is willing to dox themselves in the chat, if you're over on X, go ahead and hit that GM real quick. Oh my God, we're starting off the live stream with a new member in the chat. Welcome in your sip. W in the chat for C90 gifting that membership. One a day keeps the doctor away. This is exciting, guys. We should see some people come in from the Telegram. As you guys saw, there's about 100 new members in the Telegram here over the last 24 hours, and that is because I posted about it on X. I was like, hey guys, if you want to stay up to date on what's happening in decentralized science, it's probably a good idea to join the #1 DeSci Telegram group in the market. And what's pretty unique for me, at least, is if we go ahead and look at the post analytics on this, we got 1,500 impressions, 120 people clicked on the link, which is almost a 10% conversion from impressions to clicking on the link. And if you go do some of the math, I think we have roughly 100 to 110 people have joined the Telegram since this, meaning we almost have 100% conversion rate, which for anyone who's in marketing, that is actually ridiculous. That is an actually ridiculous stat to have. Now, it makes sense. It's a very low commitment. It's free. And honestly, you're gaining value from being in that chat. This chat has brought me more plays than almost anything else aside from maybe the Discord, but the Telegram chat is extremely valuable because it's a bunch of little agents running around finding all the good plays that need to be brought up. Speaking of good plays that need to be brought up, before we get into the meat of the discussion here today, I do want to give you guys this post because we will be going live on X, an X space at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. Good morning. Bill is in the chat. Damn. Good morning, Tank. Good morning, Hazbik. Let's go. Let's go. Somebody actually told me that they made a video about Bill in Arabic. So we'll be getting a new audience in the Bill Telegram. But you guys need to I highly recommend you join the space at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a good space. There's going to be a lot of fun activities that go on, and we have a little bit of a special surprise, potentially. We will see. You should be in a caloric deficit, sir. You gained a bit of weight recently. Okay, all right, Hasbic. Mods! I'm well aware. This is me sitting here with an apple dipped in creamy pepper sauce. No, I'm just kidding. That sounds disgusting. I did just eat an apple this morning, though. Big boy. Damn, guys, what the hell? Why are you guys harassing my weight today? That's it. I'm not eating. I've been actually getting a lot of propaganda to do a water fast, so maybe it's time to do that water fast. That thick investor. All right. Change of topic. By the way, bro, your juice box price for Biohacker DAO was at $7. Let's go. The juice box price for Biohacker DAO was at $7. Ain't no way. I'm pretty sure I'm up. Ain't no way that's accurate. That's crazy if so. I'm pretty sure I'm up like a 2x on it. How does Bill get into this chat? Well, C90, we have had some relentless updates with Bill. Let's see if the man, the myth, the legend is actually in the YouTube right now. Probably not, because he's been hard at work. Did you guys know? Has anyone been y'all are ruthless. It's all right. By the way, congrats on winning the Dynex competition. I didn't know I did, but thanks, man. Thanks. Has anyone noticed that Thuna has not been in the chat ever? Huh? Anyone wonder where Thuna's been? Well, it turns out Thuna is a genius dev. So Thuna and Dawn have been helping, and of course Noobs have been helping relentlessly with Bill. And so we got some cool updates, some exciting stuff I want to talk about with you guys in this space as the commitment to building the strongest community-led company in decentralized science. Join the space, participate, ask questions, have a good time. We're here to advance decentralized science, and I need everyone's involvement if we're going to actually make that happen. Now, what you guys are here for. What's good, MJ? Welcome. Thuna has been on those uppers making it happen. For real, though. Someone check on Thuna. JNNN asks, is Euro going to be listed on Binance? I don't know. That's a really good question. That would be really amazing. I know that there's been some sneaking suspicions of people stating that there's the possibility that Euro and Riff were to get listed on Binance. This little bounce here, well, it doesn't look like much. It is 40% up. Let's get on that log scale so we can all enjoy the real price action charts. We do have quite a bit of room to get back to all-time highs. I am under the belief that we will, in fact, surpass all-time highs on Euro and Riff. I'm pretty confident that Pump Science is determined to get these things back trending, because that was the glory days for them, and that's kind of what their initiative has been so far, to get everyone excited about Euro and Riff again. So hanging on tight to these guys. Disgusting gains for anyone who's been here with us. Yeah. Let's see. From trough to peak is 2.2 million % gains. We were, in fact, talking about it back here at the trough. 2.2 million % gains. I don't think there's anyone that actually rode those entire gains, but MJ. MJ, it seems as if your membership ran out and C90 came in here and swooped in to put your time out. Pat is kidnapping his audience to work for him. It's not kidnapping, guys. It's by viewing these live streams, you agree to the terms and services to be a part of the cult. In order to be a part of the cult, you are dedicating a segment of your time to assist in cult efforts. So unfortunately for you guys, nobody read the fine print on the subscribe button, but by subscribing, you have become part of a cult. And yeah, it just is what it is there. All right, guys, let's get into the topic for today. So Bitcoin, as you guys can clearly see, has been rallying aggressively over the last 3 days. So initially we got the scare that the economy was heating up too much and that the Fed had cut too early, which caused this little liquidity sweep, right? When Bitcoin plummeted down really quickly to 88,000, 89,000. And then since then has just been on a straight upward tear, almost 10,000, I think $10,000 of an increase over 3 days, which is crazy because that is actually, like, Bitcoin was sub $10,000 when I first started paying attention to it. So the fact that we're making those types of moves in a short 3 day time period is kind of crazy, but it's also to be expected. I'm maintaining the position that we will enter into this circle. It might be a little bit premature, but by the end of the month, I think we see $120,000 Bitcoin. That's just my own take on it, my own 2 cents. The reason why we're ripping today specifically is because CPI numbers came out. So let's go ahead and get into the CPI data. I have not yet looked at it because I've been relentlessly doing stuff this morning, and so I haven't gotten the chance to actually go through and see what areas of inflation have been super sticky and not sticky. This is not what I wanted. CPI. Hemp undies. Facts. Hemp undies. Rumor is Patrick locked Thuna and Dawn in the basement. Rumor is the place I'm in right now doesn't even have a basement, although I believe it does have a basement. I just think that the landlords have locked it off from us and put in a fake floor to make it so we can't get to the basement. It has a door to get to the basement, but that door just leads to a little phony fake closet, and it's on a giant cement block that is quite literally like 7 feet tall. Then they're trying to convince me there is no basement to this place, but I am very certain that we have a basement. It's just being blocked off. Okay, all right. So 12-month percent change of the consumer price index. So yesterday we got the PPI, which came in light. It came in less inflated than what was expected, but today we got the CPI, which came in line with what was expected. We were predicting this yesterday when we were looking at PPI because PPI kind of precedes CPI. It's a lot of nonsense words, to be honest. All you have to know is that PPI went through a little bit of an inflation spike, and now CPI is doing the same thing. PPI is back down, calm down. CPI probably next month and the month after will be lower than what people are expecting, but we saw energy down 0.5%, which is amazing. Click to drill down. That is bullish. I didn't realize you could just do that, but let's go over into the PDF and kind of view some of the more data-driven decisions here. So in December, we saw a 1 month change of CPI being 0.4%. Now, for everyone who's been listening, and we've been talking about this, if you annualize this, it actually indicates that inflation is heating back up, right? A 0.4% month over month times 12 would be a 4.8% inflation rate, right? You guys get that? You're just multiplying this times 12 to get what the current month of inflation would represent if we experience that over and over again for the entire year. That is in and of itself not great. However, it was what the market expected. And if you remember, the market just doesn't like being wrong. If the market knows we're going to get inflation, then the market can price it in and act accordingly. If the market is wrong on a prediction, that's when you get the volatile moments, right? With this one, it would have been really nice to see a 0.3 in my opinion, because then we would have seen the market rip even higher, but that's okay with what we have. What is even more important is if you look at core CPI, we are almost at the lowest it's been since the inflation spike. So that's all items less food and energy, because food and energy are volatile, meaning if we abstract from this, if regular inflation headline numbers are going back up a little bit and we saw that energy was not going up, that means that food is getting more expensive, meaning everyone is just trying to eat like me, you know? Everyone's just getting a little chunkier. You know what? On that note, let's open up the energy drink. We haven't had one of these on live in a very long time. Alani, not sponsored, although it should be. We got too many things cooking right now to not have the excessive amounts of energy in our system. So let's go. 30 viewers, 20 likes. Everyone liked the live stream. Everyone must like. Basement getting blocked off by the Illuminati. I have a background in destroying rentals. I can help. You guys are crazy. I've only been eating nerd nuggets. Let's go, Nova Blocks. Let's go. Just real quick before we get past the inflation readings and everything, I want to see all items 2.9% inflation, with the month of December having been a little bit hotter than the previous months, meaning inflation is kicking up ever so slightly, probably because of the Fed rate cuts and everything, but it's okay. We were expecting this. Remember, we were expecting this. Food came in at 2.5. We saw away from home food at 3.6, which kind of indicates that people are getting more money and going out to eat again, not wanting to eat in as much. We saw energy down 0.5%, with oil being down negative 13%. What's good with that? Is crude oil down, guys? No, crude oil's actually been ripping. Okay, on a very small scale, crude oil's been going up in price. Now, this is something that goes against what Trump is likely going to try and do, because one of the things Trump loves is to drill, baby, drill. So I would pay close attention to crude oil here. If we actually do start to get a breakout here, that's going to be good for the dollar, not necessarily good for the rest of everything that we partake in. So I would pay attention to crude oil here. We'll also talk about the dollar in a few minutes here, because it's pretty interesting what's going on. Actually, it's actually like very fascinating to me that the dollar is doing so well, and yet crypto is also doing so well. Then we have electricity. What else? We got utility, piped gas services were up 4.9%. We got commodities are down 0.5%. New vehicles are just continuing to crash. The vehicle market has just been absolutely tanking for a couple years now. I think that low-key might be like one of those sneaking things in which people start losing their cars soon. If the economy does go into a recession, do not be touching anything to do with cars and vehicles, in my humbled opinion. Like that has been in a bad place, and the repo market on cars and trucks has been in a bad place for years now, since COVID, since that peak in COVID. I timed the top with getting rid of my car. Quite literally, timed the top. I have some alpha on Nerd Nuggets. MJ, let's hit it. Hit us with that alpha on Nerd Nuggets. Come on. They hit 1 million users, which is crazy. A giant funnel for Noble Blocks. So that is bullish for Noble Blocks. And then transportation services went nuts, 7.3%, likely as people are ditching their cars for transportation services. That's just my suspicions, my sneaking suspicions. So it's cool though, because the core inflation is what the Fed pays attention to. So if core inflation, core CPI is going down, or PCE even, which I don't think they have PCE on this, but if core is going down, that's bullish for Fed decisions. If headline inflation is going up, that is not bullish for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But the headline and numbers low-key mean nothing. Now, what else do we have to pay attention to between now and Trump's inauguration? Well, we have a lot of cool things coming out, and we talked about it yesterday, so maybe I don't even need to bring it up. But one thing I do want to bring up for you guys, which is just really, really cool, in my opinion, to see. But I don't know if we can... SPX divided by M2. Is that going to be on here? No. Okay, so SPX divided by M2 chart. This is something low-key, really exciting, yet also kind of concerning. So the graph that I'm showing you right now is... No, not now. The graph that I'm showing you right now is something that I used to talk about relentlessly back when we were facing inflation in 2021 and 2022 and 2020 and 2019 and 2018 and 2023 and 2024. Now we're talking about it in 2025 as well. So this is the total market cap of publicly traded companies, okay, divided by the M2 money supply. M2 money supply represents more than just the value of the dollar, but rather the actual supply of dollar and dollar equivalent things like bonds, money market accounts, and stuff like that, right? Money, like it's a better representation of showcasing the underlying value of the stock market over the actual, like what we look at all the time, SPX, right? Let's pull up SPX. It's a better representation, and I say that because this is not holding the dollar accountable for the supply of dollars in the market. This is holding the supply of dollars stable. By using the M2 instead of the value of the dollar, you get a more accurate representation of the true valuations of things. And if you notice, we are now climbing back up to where we were in the dot-com bubble. Now, this is not an indicator that says we're immediately going to crash or have any pullbacks, because this is not held stable for something like earnings or anything like that. It's not stable for growth. It's stable for inflation, kind of the inflation of the money supply. And so this, over time in a healthy economy, should actually continue to grow past the dot-com bubble. It would show signs of real growth. So what we're experiencing right now is real growth. Okay, does that make sense for everyone? As opposed to just this, which is inflation growth, right? We passed the dot-com bubble in 08, and then we passed it again in 2011. But if you look at this, in 08, we were only like halfway back to the dot-com bubble, and then we collapsed again. And it's just been a slow grind over the last 20 years, roughly, to get back to those levels. So it's pretty interesting to me, on a personal note, to kind of see that we're getting back up to those highs. I do think we'll experience a little bit of turbulence as we approach those on real time. But looking in at the S&P 500, we're holding strong, guys. Today specifically allowed for a bounce, which was very needed in the market, right? I want to see Bitcoin back above I want to see it at the top of the channel here. I really want to. I thought M2 was money supply in the United States. Yes, it is. I meant, yes, correct. This is just for like S&P 500 publicly traded companies. This is not global. I'm sorry. US total market cap divided by M2 money supply. Yes, this is not the overall global economy, but rather just the United States. That's all I was focusing on here. Pretty interesting. One more macro thing, because we've just like macro has been what everyone cares about. And let's be real, when I talk about the macro, I'm seeing the concurrent viewers go up. So I know that everyone is excited about it. And then we can talk about decentralized science. I understand, but this is most of the time the macro economy doesn't really matter too much. We're in a point in which the macro actually does matter a lot. Just like during the COVID era, when everyone was listening to Jerome Powell and he had the Fed put and all the fun, exciting stuff that was going on then, we're entering back into a time period in which it matters to pay attention to the Fed. Back over the summer and through like last year and 2023, to be honest, it didn't matter, but now it does matter. And so now it's time to pay attention to things again. Because you can see the dollar here, and we're on a weekly cadence, so maybe we should zoom in a little bit and go to daily candles. 40 viewers, 20 likes. I got 34 likes on my side here, MJ, but thank you for instilling that mind muscle connection for everyone. Hit that like button. We go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Talk about decentralized science and the broader crypto economy. We're here to make some money. So 3 days of the DXY going down. This is the dollar index, the dollar's value compared to a basket of other developed countries' versions of their dollars. So we've been going down for 3 days, which is good. And you can see in correspondence with this decrease in the value of the dollar, Bitcoin has been going up. It's pretty unique to me because we've been rallying in the dollar since September 2024. So since Trump got elected president, we've been going up, straight up with the dollar. Even before Trump was elected, we've been going straight up. And that has not stopped Bitcoin at all. BTC. Yeah, you can see it pretty clearly, actually. We've been correlated to the dollar, which is kind of confusing if you think about it, because the dollar should not be moving in cadence with Bitcoin, but yet here they are lining up pretty damn accurately, actually. Like the dollar, Bitcoin started ripping and then the dollar started ripping. And now hopefully we see a little bit of a divergence and we can see the dollar come down, but I don't honestly know what's going to happen. It's showing a lot of strength in Bitcoin here. If the dollar is going up, that generally means it's harder for risk on assets to be going up. And so dollar going up and Bitcoin going up means that the dollar's not yet gotten to a point in which Bitcoin will start to break down at all. But just something to pay attention to here. Another thing to pay attention to, and this is just as much me showcasing things to you as it is me keeping up to date on what's going on, right? So a lot of this stuff that I'm showing to you right now is me seeing it in real time. because I've just like, there's been so many things going on with the build out of Bill that I have not actually had time to look at this kind of stuff. So bear that in mind. New price scale. So yeah, the dollar's ripping because the 10-year is ripping. So the 10-year, again, being the functional interest rate for the economy, that's been going straight up, and so has the dollar. They are directly correlated right here. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping the 10-year can kind of chill out here for a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got one final push up to break that swing high from back in October of 2023. We'll see. We'll see what actually plays out here. Be reactive. Don't try and like full port in or out based off of stuff like this. Just be reactive and be informed. That's the most important thing, is that you remain informed. Optimistically bullish, or cautiously optimistic for the time being, in my opinion. Smart Money says, have I told you about Poseidon DAO already? Poseidon DAO has been doing an absolute wonder today, up 17%. Poseidon DAO, we can talk about them. They got their DApp coming out very, very soon. So this is super exciting. There are 5 people watching without liking. How can you even look at yourself in the mirror if you didn't like the stream? I agree, MJ. I agree with this sentiment. We'll go ahead and replace the pinned comment here. We want the macros since the bags are loaded. Exactly. Nobody's got any extra cash. We have the exact number of concurrent as we do likes. So appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming in and liking this live stream. Can you get into Kong Swap for a bit? Wondering to what extent ICP adoption will come. Yes, Stare. I actually would love to get into that because I think there's a lot of cool stuff coming for Kong Swap right now. A lot of things happening to pay attention to. Johnny, yes, I will check the DMs. I will check them here on live stream. I just first would like to address Poseidon DAO. So Poseidon DAO, again, I am keeping my circle up at $14. I think that we might not hit it this quickly, but I do believe that Poseidon DAO's fair value is upwards of $14 right now. Then I believe that firmly, knowing what I know about what's coming for them and knowing what I know. Clear all recent search history, yeah. Based off what they've been talking about, guys. They've been talking a lot of activities going on. So we started Poseidon DAO with the vision was simple: revolutionize how we fund science. Yes, that is exactly what all DeSci stuff wants. But proof of scientific donation. What is that? That's interesting. Proof of, so Po, Sci, Done, DAO. Thus, Poseidon DAO was born. Proof of scientific donation. Poseidon DAO. But we didn't stop there. We saw an opportunity to go beyond donations and create a DeSci DAO. Enter Poseidon DAO, a community-driven platform to democratize funding for personalized medicine research. Stay with me here, guys, because there's something pretty interesting at the end of this that I'll showcase with you guys. I know a lot of you know, but not everyone is up to date or aware. Po, your badge of participation and proof that you're part of the mission. So Po is an NFT you get for voting in the governance rounds. Sci, the power of governance and the power to govern and guide the future of the ecosystem. So you buy the Sci token, you vote with the Sci token, you receive the Po token, which then you can redeem for more Sci or different valuable things. And then the Dawn, the donate, aka Dawn Digital. Donate because every breakthrough starts with funding. A DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization built by the community for the community. With Poseidon DAO, we are one step closer to not just funding research, but engaging participation as we prepare to deploy our DApp. Soon, everyone can actively participate in advancing personalized medicine research. Little brain fun fact here. When you see this sentence, with Poseidon DAO, we are one step closer to not just funding research, but engaging participation. That is the staple AI copyright, right? We are not just doing this, but we are doing that. That is a very staple AI thing, but that's fine. I mean, that's good. You don't have time to write all this out. Use AI. I'm in support of it. It's just a little fun fact for you guys. Whenever you see posts with that, it is likely written by artificial intelligence. DeSci is ripping right now. This was a disgustingly low valuation for DeSci to be trading at 10 million. I think we were going to rapidly recapture this price action here, push us up in the next week or two above all-time highs for Poseidon DAO. That's my own take. Do not take it to the bank. It is your own decision to do whatever, but they are having a series of audits right now in order to get their DApp up and running. So they are getting closer and closer to actually funding the research and collecting the data in order to make personalized healthcare one step closer. It seems what everyone is aiming for recently is personalized healthcare that should give you some semblance of how strong of a narrative this is, because it is massive. Absolutely massive. Okay, so Johnny has a question over in Discord. Johnny, I'm sorry that I don't always get to your messages. If you put them in the general chat and tag me, I can get to them a little bit easier, because that's where I spend most of my time, is in the general chats. But yeah, as long as you don't mind me taking time to answer them, I'm fine continuing like this. It would just be good to have it in the general chat too. So, hey bro, I have some questions. Did you put in a bid for long COVID? I did not. Some wallet bid 15 wrapped Ethereum and 100 wrapped Ethereum, as well as 249 wrapped Ethereum bids, which is 230 wrapped Ethereum, meaning there is only 30 wrapped Ethereum from smaller wallets. I want your thoughts on this. That is very interesting. Also, you asked, am I jumping into yes, no error? I am not jumping into yes, no error, although I do think they have a lot of potential. I do think yes, no error is a token that is going to do very well. If we scroll down, I don't know that I saved it, but let's go to yes, no error. They're at a $95 million market cap. It is a DeSci focused agent for publications and peer review. I do think this will do really well because of how big of a problem it's tackling and how many people are backing it. However, I'm not in it, because if I wanted to get into it, I would have enjoyed getting in a lot lower than 95 million. I also am really, really bullish on Bill Nye, the DeSci guy. As far as the large bids on long COVID, those are just insiders from Bio. That's just my guess on it, is insiders from Bio or people from long COVID themselves trying to grab as much as they can. The bidding system for long COVID is pretty interesting. So if you are going to partake in the long COVID DAO, make sure that you read through the documents on how to bid appropriately so you don't get left behind in the pre-sale, because it is very easy to overdo it with your bids. We're getting a FaceTime from Joshua Jake. I'm curious if he remembers that we go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is Joshua Jake, the CEO of Discover Crypto. We are live.
Are you fucking live again? I always live.
It's because it's after your live stream.
I know, so I always see your text, and I'm like, all right, I'll give him a call, and then I forget, and I'm like, damn it.
I know.
What's up, chat? How you doing?
They're doing good. They want you to talk Zaya. They've been, every day I'm getting messages. When's Zaya pre-sale? What's going on? TGE question mark?
Zaya's pre-sale is on DAO Maker already. I am wrapping in and just signed them as a contract to help them with their marketing and everything. So we'll be roping everybody in, hopefully doing some giveaways here soon. But it was last second. So if they need to they got to go through DAO Maker if they want to get in, because I'm not even going to be getting in early on that. But I'll be helping them front launch all their marketing efforts, because I can give can the chat hear me?
Yeah, they can hear. You're right up to the mic.
Let me just say, I have a call with Bio Protocol, and I'm just being completely transparent. There's a possibility we'll be hosting some really cool DeSci spaces once to twice a month. And your boy named That Investor, of course, I'll be integrating into all of that stuff. So
let's go, baby.
When it comes to DeSci Alpha, we're really going to have all of it. Literally all of it.
We got a finger on the entire market. We're going to have all the alpha in one centralized location.
Yes, exactly. So I'm hoping that goes well. I accidentally missed the Bio Protocol call today. because they rescheduled me twice, and then I missed the call today, so I have to reschedule them tomorrow.
Rip.
But either way, I'm very excited. DeSci is moving quickly. I've had calls with administrative officials and government officials that are all very interested within the sector. So in terms of lobbying, we're going to be working hard on that. I don't know if you saw Samuel Arms. He's lobbying right now for us down in Florida. He just got a deal with sponsors on the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. So that's going to be huge. We're also working on some other major countries. I can't say what we're doing over there yet, but we have sponsors, individual or interest in expanding, not just in the U.S. So there's a lot of really big things we're working on right now. In terms of the DeSci sector, though, we're going to try to have all the alpha for you guys as much as possible here.
Yes, sir. That is the goal. That is why you guys are subscribed. You're here for the DeSci alpha. And
give me a call after this if you need anything, brother. I'm
okay.
Going to go live on TikTok, and then we can talk a little bit.
Okay, cool.
So, cool. Pay attention to Zaya, though, guys. I'll have an announcement soon.
Let's go. Thank you. He gave me a little side grin right there at the end as he left. So there's kind of your update on Zaya. Pay attention to what's going on, I guess. The DAO, what did he say? DAO maker? I am not partaking in it because I think I'm restricted from partaking in this thing, in the DAO maker side of things. But I do know that the market cap is fairly low for anyone who's getting into it. I just haven't had the time to look into trying to go around everything. I jumped in on Spores. What is Spores? Strategic Brazil? No, Strategic Reserve for Bitcoin in the state of Florida. So if you guys, most of you guys probably do know, but for those of you who don't know, let's go over to his page. Sam Arms. So Sam has been blowing up over on TikTok actually, but Sam Arms is a Florida lobbyist. He works independently, so he does his own lobbying, and that's the person that Josh and I work with to get things passed for the United States that are bullish for crypto. Sam is very, very connected in the state of Florida. He's a political strategist who works for Gary Cardone, Grant Cardone's twin brother. How many of you guys knew Grant Cardone had a twin brother? Yeah, so he works for him and he does lobbying, and we just entered into session again. You can see he got 500,000 views on this post, which is nuts. So we're working to get a strategic reserve in the state of Florida. I'm not really helping with too much on that one at all, actually. I am focused on making it so that DAOs are legal and have legal framework in the state of Florida so that DeSci can accelerate in the state of Florida in the United States, right? Because most of decentralized science takes place out of the United States. And so if I can bring the framework for the DAOs to operate in the United States, then we can actually get some momentum going here in the United States for decentralized science. I know for a goddamn fact that RFK is going to be super bullish on decentralized science. I know he is. I know Raul Paul was just talking about decentralized science. He's super bullish on it. We got Vitalik, we got CZ, we got Brian Armstrong, who launched his own effing project. They're all super bullish on decentralized science. We just don't have the correct infrastructure to make it flourish. It's a little bit restrictive here. And so if we can do our part in actually getting it passed. If anyone's interested, I said it yesterday, I'll say it again because we got some new people in the chat. If anyone is interested who runs a DAO or is good connected with a DAO who wants to help write the legislation for DAOs in the United States, hit me up. We're looking for sponsors for the bill. It is a pay-to-play game in the United States political world. What do I mean by that? I mean, you just book an appointment with a representative, you pitch them why your segment of legislation should be included in a bill that's going to pass, and you pay them some money and they put it into the bill, and then everyone votes on it in the active sessions. And if it passes, it passes, but that's how you get it in. So you need to have some money in order to get those bills passed. So we're looking for sponsor. And then Johnny here sent something from Cerebrum DAO about MIDI. So let's go ahead and look at MIDI, and then we'll talk about Zaya. Let's go. Oh, YouTube wants me to hit you guys with an ad. Let's go ahead and do a poll, start a poll. Hit you with the midstream ad, question mark. Start poll. MIDI crowd sale is live. So Neuron Fission MITY is developing treatments for inflammatory and neurodegenerative diseases under Fission Bio. Cerebrum's first spin-out company, the project led by Dr. Lewis from Stanford University. So this thing probably, oh my God, this is what I'm talking about. If we could get the legislation to allow for us in the United States to partake in this, that would be amazing. I want this. I want to answer your question, Johnny, and anyone who's listening. We got 91% of you guys saying we want an ad. So to answer the question, you guys, everyone listen closely, because all of these spin out companies from the DAOs, all the IP NFTs, I want to own all of them. That's me personally. They are long-term plays. They're long-term plays. But I am inherently bullish on each and every one of these, because each and every one of these is a biotech startup company. They're little mini lottery tickets that could pay out 1,000 to 1 if it hits. And so I'm putting money in all of them. I just hit everyone with an ad. So everyone who is not seeing the ad right now, W's in the chat for you guys. Y'all have that premium on YouTube. Unlike those poor MFers. Oh, I gotta be quiet now. They're back from the ad soon. I also don't have premium on YouTube. I used to, but I don't have premium anymore. Put all the ad revenue into Bill. Now we're donating all of that money. Every time you guys watch an ad or make a donation or join the membership, we are donating all of that. Good thing Yeti isn't here. Or use Brave browser. True. That's leaky. Come on, man. No, it's okay. 0.00. Should we hit him with another one? No, I'm just kidding. That I don't want to keep doing the ads. They annoy me. But yeah, hopefully that helps, Johnny. Now, back to what you guys were talking about. We got the launch pad from Spores. Oh, okay. Zaya is an innovative real-world asset and DeSci blockchain project designed to fight cancer and promote healthy living through advanced AI technologies and medical screening techniques built on the BNB chain. They have sold out. So they raised 150,000 of the 150,000 that they were trying to get, and they sold out. Now they have a $20 million investment from, I forget the name of the company, but they don't necessarily need the money. They're just launching the token. So that should give you some semblance of a good idea, right? We'll end that poll. 86% of you guys ended up saying yes to an ad. 22 votes is kind of crazy. Patrick says time is your most valuable asset. Then boom, ad. Boom, ad. Ad. This is a crazy low valuation, I think. So the initial circulating supply is 3.6 million. The initial market cap at $689,000 is nuts. There's a 1 month cliff and 6 month linear vesting, 20% at TGE. So the first month, expect it to rip. Then the next 6 months, it's got a little bit of headwind, but truly we should be in a crazy bull run at that period. So this is something I think is going to do really well if anyone got into the pre-sale there, just because of how small the valuation is. Crazy low valuation for something that is going to be a lot bigger than that. Probably. We'll see though. We will see. Now, guys, which is better, waiting on X or YouTube? Watching on X or YouTube? I don't know, Spec Truth. I miss the stuff on X sometimes, so YouTube might be a little bit better. We got more peeps in there too. Vicious Bio just liked my post, but I've not heard of them before. Vicious Bio is not a project. Oh, vicious, not Vicious Bio. I just had a little dyslexic moment. Okay. Too many people in stream. I want to keep my boy Patrick to less people. He's a low cap gem. Cheers to that, Ping T. Is TikTok getting banned? Yeah, it is. It's getting banned on the 19th. It's just gonna... Because Trump said that he doesn't want it banned, so they decided to ban it for the 19th. Trump might come in and undo the ban, but we have no idea. The 19th, you will no longer be able to update your TikTok, meaning eventually it will fizzle out as iOS updates. It will just become incompatible. But you're already seeing a giant wave of TikTokers go to new apps, new Chinese, completely Chinese apps, which is very, very funny. I think it's called Red Hat, but it's being pushed aggressively on TikTok right now. Give some Bill alpha. Yes, X, that is why we are here. The last 10 minutes of this live stream is to give you guys alpha on Bill. So as you guys know, Bill Nye, the DeSci guy, is my AI agent in the world of decentralized science. So we will talk about this as soon as I read. Oh yeah, Kong Swap. God damn it. Hold on. We'll go to Kong Swap first, and then we'll go to Bill. Is Amanda moving to the islands? What islands? The Canary Islands? Yes, my boy Pat is the best. Let's go, X. Let's go. W's in the chat. Why? I don't know. Bill needs to buy TikTok. Bill doesn't have enough money for TikTok. Bill's got like 8.5 Ethereum. TikTok's worth $100 billion. Yes, Kong Swap. So let us go here. Scroll down to Kong. There you go. Kong is up 2% today. So Kong Swap chilling at a $45 million market cap. The high up here, just over $100 million in market cap. Kong Swap is the DeFi / DeFi AI project that is being built on top or to integrate into ICP. The goal here is to onboard the masses into ICP's ecosystem by making a cross-chain, multi-chain compatible DEX. Their focus right now is ICP, but they're going to be integrating Solana, Bitcoin, and Ethereum with due time, with the goal of onboarding people into the ICP ecosystem, as ICP is really powerful, especially when it comes to AI. And so right now, they just posted 6 hours ago, DeFi AI on ICP. Yeah, that sounds Kong coded, meaning they're probably working on some DeFi protocols that are AI driven. What is DeFi AI? It's been exploding over the last couple of days / the last week or so. You know how complicated DeFi is for the normal person. It is a huge, like UX for DeFi is a huge hurdle because it's so complicated to actually understand things like when you're staking in liquidity pools, or you're borrowing and lending, or you're trying to arbitrage between two protocols because the price is a little bit different. It's super complicated. But if you could just create an AI bot on Telegram, for example, that you say, hey, take my 1 Ethereum, bridge it over to Avalanche, and start earning yield on the highest APY DeFi protocol on Avalanche. But if you see any higher APYs, I want you to end that stake and move it over to the other APYs, and make sure to take into account any impermanent losses when staking in these liquidity pools, and try and make like, you know what I mean? You just type it into the chat and then it just does it automatically. You get AI integration into DeFi. It makes it a lot easier. And so if KongSwap can come in here and do that for ICP and onboard cross-chain compatibility, we're looking at a huge explosion for the DeFi ecosystem on ICP. KongSwap being the #1 DEX for ICP, it's a beta play as well. So I own a good bag of KongSwap. I got into the NNS sale back here, and I am very, very bullish on them. DeFi AI launched yesterday, doing well. I'm sure it's doing really well, but this should be really, really, really good for ICP. As you guys know, ICP is one of the top blockchains per market cap, but its DeFi ecosystem has been pretty lackluster. And so as ICP grows, up 7% today, so as we see an expansion in ICP's price, then the beta plays should do even better. Hopefully we see ICP get upwards of $100. I don't want to go to the max chart because it looks pretty atrocious, but that is what my expectations are, is to get ICP, see it up over $100. So that would put us up above this peak that happened back in September of 2021. That's been my target since ICP was down below $3. And yeah, I'm bullish. It's a $5 billion market cap right now. So unlocking DeFi with all of that liquidity and that market cap valuations and everything, we're going to see KongSwap do really well, in my honest opinion here. Now, I am helping them. I am an advisor to them on the marketing department. And so take it with a grain of salt that I do have skin in the game, but I really like ICP and I want to see it do well. I don't think it does well without KongSwap succeeding. And so I'm helping them obviously because it's in everyone's best interest for this thing to do well. Okay. Did that answer your question there? What's your view on Creator Bid? Will they have a sale or airdrop only? As it seems they had Binance Wallet partnership. So I am very, very, very disgustingly bullish on Creator Bid when they drop their bid token. They are doing the airdrop for anyone who has locked membership tokens. So we'll talk about that in a second. So everyone who's a Bill Nye holder who has been locking up their tokens to go into the membership chat, you're not only gaining access to like secret alpha for Bill and potential things which we'll talk about on the space here today. It's actually a good segue to get us integrated into this announcement. Join this space. Without a doubt, in my mind, you're going to want to join this space today. I'll go ahead and Control C this. We got 54 viewers on X. David, that is very bullish. However, I didn't promote the X stream today at all because I was promoting the X space. The 54 viewers just means 54 people came through. It does not mean 54 viewers concurrently. Unlike YouTube, which is at 51 concurrent, I think 138 people have come through the live stream. So that's really cool. And I appreciate all of you guys being here. I remember the good old days when we had 3 to 7 viewers consistently on the streams. Shout out to everyone who's been here since then. Crazy conviction. But as I was saying, Creator Bid is also going to be doing a pre-sale at a 25 million FDV. If you go look at some of the competitors for Creator Bid, I'm talking Virtual. Virtual is chilling up at a $1.7 billion market cap. So you do a little bit of moon math here and bring out the good old handy dandy calculator to see that if we get 176, let's clear this out actually, 1.76 divided by 0.025, you're looking at a 70x from the pre-sale price to get to Virtual's size. Who knows if it gets all the way up there, but if you go then look at what are some other agent framework tokens. So you go, or launch pads, Max 100 million. So you're looking at a 4x to get to where Max is. You go look at, I don't know that Eliza has a token, but I saw something recently chilling at 100 million. I don't know if this is real or just a pump, not a pump fund, but you know what I'm saying. Eliza, 100 million, that's another 4x. Yes, thank you, AI16Z. You're looking at a $1.7 billion market cap, so another 70x to get up to this one. And it happens quick. That's 2 months. The pre-sale has not happened for Creator Bid yet. They did one back in December, but it got botted, and they decided to give back all the money that the bots gave them. So over $2 million. They gave it all back because they wanted the community to get in. So I'm very excited for this because very seldom do you see such a community-centered platform launching. It's kind of rare to see stuff like that, but it is super exciting. Also, Erectus DAO seems good. $1.2 million market cap seems good for the launch. What's your view? I'm bullish on Erectus DAO. I'm helping them with their marketing. I think it's very funny, and I think that they do have a really good shot. But let's get into Bill because then I have to go and get ready for the live stream. So the live stream for Bill, the X Space, is going to be at 2 p.m., which is exactly 1 hour from now. I do really suggest that you join this. I'm going to go ahead and replace the pinned comment. Bookmark your calendars, join, because we're going to go through some of the development and some of the activities that have been happening for Bill recently. Again, like I said earlier, Thuna has been cooking like crazy. We have some really cool announcements that are coming up. And so to prepare for those announcements, we're starting a weekly X Space to kind of go over the development of Bill. And there's something very exciting that should come at the end of this X Space. So around 3 p.m. But it's really exciting. The development for Bill has been going at lightning speed lately, and it seems as if everything is falling into place beautifully for him to become truly the #1 DeSci agent in the entire marketplace. He's sitting at a $1.1 million circulating market cap, 3 million FDV. Yeah. There's like the development that's happening. I don't want to tell you guys anything else because we're going to talk about it on the X Space. So join the X Space if you guys want to hear it. It is late in Istanbul, so I can't do the next live stream. Congrats on the progress. It is awesome. Let's go, Spec Truth. Let's go. It is very exciting. There's a lot of cool things, and the space will be recorded so people can listen to it after the fact as well. There's a lot of stuff that's happening for Bill, and he is going to truly, truly disrupt the industry. And I'm not just talking the DeSci industry. I'm also talking the AI agent industry. And I'm not just talking little bit here. This is going to be one of the craziest projects that you guys ever lay witness to. And you guys are truly here watching it be built in real time. I know we've not had a ton of crazy updates, and all of this has been without any marketing. It's all just been organic word of mouth as people figure out what this agent is and what some of the goals and missions are, but we have not even shared the true vision for him yet, because I don't want anyone front running that vision. Although I do think it will be impossible to front run the vision. I just have to respect everything to do with this. I have to be cautious with what is spoken, because I don't want to have a bunch of empty promises. So once the promises are fulfilled, I will tell them to you guys, and you guys will be like, wow, that was cool. That's so cool. I really am so glad that I'm here watching these live streams Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to talk about decentralized science and the broader markets. CPI data came in exactly where it was expected, causing Bitcoin to start absolutely ripping. The dollar is down a little bit, and Bitcoin is up quite a bit. This is exciting times to be in the market. Let's go ahead and close that out. Go to Bitcoin's chart and see that we are pumping. Let's get us up above $100,000 per Bitcoin once again. Your time's your most valuable asset. Hopefully, this was worth investing it into, and I will see you guys over on the X space. Peace.